Hello everyone and welcome to another weigh-in update. So this video is my post-holiday weigh-in. I missed weighing in on the Wednesday before my holiday, I think it was. Basically I'm getting a bit losing track, but I did weigh in on the day I was going on holiday and I weighed in at 11 stone 12. So that was my official pre-holiday weigh-in. And now yesterday I weighed in at 11 stone 11. So I've lost a pound somehow this week after being on holiday for like 5 days, where we had basically a bit like an all-you-can-eat buffet for breakfast and dinner. So I was pretty amazed, but I will explain how I think this has come to be. So we went on holiday to Butlins at Bognor Regis, and for people in the UK you'll probably know the place, you might have even been there. We stayed in the Ocean Hotel and we thoroughly enjoyed it. This was our first time to go there. My son is 3 and obviously I've got a baby, and the activities were amazing. It's got an incredible swimming pool place which was only built in 2019, and it is huge. Like, I've never been to like a swimming pool complex like it, which is all indoor with like all kinds of slides and caters for all ages. I mean, as my eldest is under 5, I was really impressed with actually the options of things to do there for him. And they can go in the jacuzzis. There's like 4 jacuzzis around like a fountain in the place, and slides of like all different levels, and there's flumes, rapids, a wave pool, everything you can imagine. Yeah, it was incredible. And they had like soft play, they had shows, all that was completely free. There was like there's a big fun fair which is all free, and there's a like sort of toddlers fun fair as well, so you love that. So it's amazing that all these things are included. There was a few things which you can pay for. The only thing that we went on that you paid for was like these not quad bike, sort of like a little go-kart thing, and that was like £2 to go for like 3 laps around a little track. So we went on that a few times, which is nice. And yeah, he enjoyed the outdoor play area as well. Again, that was free. So yeah, this was a break I booked like a few months before, and we went the 5th of September week for 4 nights, and we got it at such a good price. I mean, including the food and the hotel was £375, so it was like such a bargain. And yeah, that hotel was really nice. I mean, it's more aimed at sort of people with older children, that hotel, but we were fine even though we had younger children. There's lifts and everything in the hotel, so yeah, there was even elderly couples staying there, yeah, because it's got sort of good accessibility. And yeah, we just had an amazing time. The breakfast was, as I said, all you can eat. That was like 8 till 10 o'clock, and we had the package where you eat that in our hotel. So yeah, so how comes I managed to lose a pound even though I went on holiday? So I didn't track at all during the holiday. I mostly had 2 meals a day, but I did have some other snacks aside from that, because we had the all you can eat breakfast sort of thing and all you can eat dinner. We then didn't have a pre-booked lunch, so towards the end of the week I started having like some Weetabix that I took for the room, because there's a mini fridge, so I took some milk and more just to keep my tummy well sort of thing. But yeah, so but most of the time at the beginning of the week I just had the breakfast and the dinner, and then just had some like 5-1 bars of snacks, for example. So but the day before we went away, or no, the morning we went away, I actually did like 30 minutes on the treadmill, and it wasn't like oh, I've got to like burn calories, but it was more based on the knowledge that like if you exercise it increases your metabolism. And I thought, well, I hadn't done this. I haven't been on the treadmill much at all up to this point. So I thought I'll just do that as something to like help me not to put on too much weight whilst on holiday, basically. So that was one thing I did. Another thing I did was at the breakfast, I tried to fill my plate with lower calorie options. So filling up on more lower calorie food. If I was doing Slim World, I'd say more speed food. So every day I had a cooked breakfast. So I had like a lot of mushrooms on my plate and some tomatoes, like cooked tomatoes, but I'd also have like bacon, but I'd not eat the fat. And then I'd have like 2 fried eggs, and like a few days I had a sausage on the plate, but not every time, because I know that's high calories. And I had like 2 small hash browns each day because I really like hash browns, and yeah, I knew that they're not like really bad in terms of high calorie. So that's what I did, and then I had some watermelon, and towards the end of the week I'd have like a Muller light yogurt as well because they have those as part of the breakfast. So yeah, I tried to sort of be a bit wise on filling my plate with sort of lesser calorie foods. As I said, I didn't use the NutriCheck app all during this time. And then for dinner, the dinner's varied. So like again, it's like you pick what you want from all of the buffet options. But every night there was basically the equivalent of a roast dinner if you'd want it. There was always like jacket potatoes. For my son, it was great because there was always chips every night, and most of the time there was like either chicken nuggets, fish fingers, that sort of thing. And there was like a tomato pasta one night, so he was fine. He always found something to eat. So yeah, the dinners varied. Sometimes I would have roast dinner sort of thing. On the Thursday night before we left on the Friday, oh, that was like my favourite night because it was like Tex-Mex, is that how you say it? Mexican basically. And I love Mexican food. Like years ago for my birthday, every year I'd go to Chiquitos because I just love Mexican food. So they had like chicken enchiladas, and they had like chili and rice, but it was like a really different chili from what I'd sort of cook at home in terms of like sweet potato with beans, but it had like a also some other flavour in it, which was really delicious. So I did go back for a few helpings of the chicken enchiladas. That was my favourite. They had dessert every night, but I didn't actually have dessert every night. I think I had dessert twice. That wasn't always intentional because my son was like at moving around age during COVID. So he hasn't really experienced going to restaurants that much and sitting down to eat. So like at the start of the week, it was like a race to sort of eat our dinners before he'd get fed up and want to get up and move around. So that meant I didn't have dessert the first few nights, for example, because it was we were taking it turns to eat whilst holding the baby, and he wanted to sit in the high chair. So it was that sort of situation. So yeah, we just was happy to actually have a meal cooked for us, and all the food was cooked like so nicely and seasoned really nicely, and yeah, I was so impressed with the food. So yeah, it was just lovely to be cooked for sure, and I think we really enjoyed the holiday because he had so much to do. Yeah, so we just went around following whatever he wanted to do really. So yeah, and I think like it's been a really great time to have closeness as a family because things have been so busy the last few years. So yeah, we were really blessed to have such a wonderful time, even though it was quite a short break. In a way, we said we wished we'd gone for like 7 days, but we thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, I think that I can sort of work out why I've lost weight, and also each day because of all the activities I did have my Fitbit on. It's around 8 to 10,000 steps most days during that 5 days. So yeah, I think that explains sort of the pound loss. And since I've been back, I think I've been on the treadmill a few times, and also I started the week off having a salad as a meal for 2 days as well. So yeah, I think a combination of all those things has led to a pound loss on my holiday week. Yeah. So, and I got back to tracking on the Monday. At the weekend I didn't really feel like it, so I just thought I'll just chill about that. So yeah, but I think it sort of helped me to think about the fact that doing this calorie counting has helped me to understand sort of what foods are more high calorie, and sort of how I can, in a way, intuitively eat without strictly using the calorie counting app all the time. Yeah, but for the moment, whilst I'm still losing weight, I will still try to use the Nutricheck app each day. But yeah, I was just pretty amazed really to lose a pound on my holiday week. But yeah, I think that's mostly what I wanted to say. Let me just check what I had written down in case I've forgotten something, because I always get on these videos and then I like end the video and then I'm like, oh, I forgot to say about this or that. So yeah. Oh, and I took these jeans on holiday, the jeans which she all said I should keep. So yeah, I quickly grabbed them actually, or quickly changed into them before we left, because I had on some like gym trousers sort of things, but they were like a bit tight around the waist. I thought, oh, I'll put these on for the journey, and then I thought actually they're not going to be comfortable, so I quickly put these on. But I thought that, oh, if I put on weight during the week, they might actually become a bit tight around the waist, and then I thought, will I be uncomfortable wearing it? But I thought, no, I need to stop sort of thinking that way and just think, I've lost weight, let me wear what fits, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm glad I took these, and they did grow a bit as the week went on anyway. So yeah, I wore them actually a lot on my holiday. So yeah, I'm pleased that I did keep them. Yeah, so today I went to a baby group for the first time since being on maternity leave. So that's been really lovely with my sister-in-law. So yeah, it's been a good day. Oh, another thing that has happened recently is that another reason why I haven't vlogged much the last few weeks is because we've been doing potty training for my eldest, and it's been like, yeah, a difficult time some days especially, but thankfully by the second week he was getting the hang of it, and then on holiday he was pretty much mastered it. We didn't really have accidents, so thank goodness for that. So yeah, so that's been another thing to sort of figure out. It's like at the moment it feels like there's always something going on with the children. It's like the next thing is now looking around primary schools for my son, so it's like now trying to coordinate that, because apparently we have to make 6 choices for where we're living. So I'm like, oh, that's quite a lot of like visits to go and do, potentially even more than 6 to work out 6. So yeah, that's the next thing on the list. Yeah, but yeah, it's all going well, and I'm just gonna carry on. I'm 4 pounds away from my next target because I had set myself a target of 11 stone 7. So yeah, I've got 4 pounds to go, and my Nutricheck came up saying that when I inputted my weight. Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's not far actually. So that again has given me a bit of a renewed motivation to like keep up with it. And then I'll see after that if I'm gonna set another target or settle for that weight. I'm not too sure yet. I'm still in a bit of 2 minds. I look at some photos, especially from the days out we've had during the holidays, and I'm like, oh, I still feel like I look a bit like I'm not happy with like my legs sort of thing at the minute. So that's another reason why I thought, let me try and up the treadmill sessions to try and make me feel a bit happier with like the bigger part of me basically. So yeah, that's where I'm up to really. I hope you've had a great few weeks. I hope you've been enjoying the summer, and yeah, I'm enjoying catching up with everyone's YouTube vlogs at the moment and everyone's comments. I really appreciate every comment that I've received, and yeah, I love hearing about your journeys, and yeah, I'll catch you on a video again soon, and thank you so much for watching and all your support. Take care.